It's Madden NFL 23, and this one features your 2021 Offensive Rookie of the Year, Jamar Chase. He's coming off a game where he cleared the century mark with ease, over 150 yards. It's the Bengals and the Cowboys, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. This one taken just inside the 10. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Cowboys taking the field on offense, and for a 7th season, it's Dak Prescott who brings them out.
And he certainly had his share of struggles in the opener, threw a couple of ill-timed interceptions in the game. So that was something that was harped upon all week in practice. Because if he's going to help this team be a winning one, he can't give the football away like he did last week.
Prescott looks to throw on first. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the first down. Prescott on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Right there on the coverage was the safety, Jesse Bates. Still very early in the season, obviously, CD, but already key injuries that they've had to deal with.
And what's really difficult for a team is to try and maintain their focus when they feel like they've been a little bit snake-bitten. It feels like every time they turn around, another injury crops up. How do they manage to hang together, get guys to play a little bit above their heads, and make sure that they're still afloat when their starters make it back?
That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, this shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Now Prescott. Open man is Noah Brown. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 36. Here's a give to Barkley. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The numbers for him from a week ago. 15 carries, 81 yards, and a touchdown.
I have to say, partner, their coaches didn't do a very good job of hiding their thoughts this week when they spoke with us, did they? They told us exactly this. We've been good on the ground, but sitting 8th in the league, we know we can kick it up a notch and push for the top 5. So there's no doubt in my mind, we'll see them try to establish that ground game early and try and pick up an early lead.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 19. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Prescott to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Yeah, the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. A handoff to Barkley. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
On 2nd and goal, Prescott. His pass caught at the 4. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. On the ground with a tight end, and he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. They'll run with Barkley, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
I think going for it there on the opening drive, CD, if you're that close to the end zone, seems like a no-brainer, and they're able to cap things off with a touchdown.
I think that he was imagining the message he would send to his team if he called for the field goal unit at that point. Great drive, got it all the way down there. You're telling your offense, I believe in you, and you're also telling your defense, hey, if they don't score, we've got it covered.
Brett Maher on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Saquon Barkley. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
From his end zone, here's Trent Taylor. The Bengals getting set for their first possession of the ball game and leading them out in his 3rd season. Really the face of Cincinnati football, Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow could have won Comeback Player of the Year last season simply for his statistics. 4,600 yards, 34 touchdowns through the air. But he brought the entire Bengal organization on a comeback after 5 straight losing seasons. First with a division title, then an unexpected AFC title, and led the team to their 3rd Super Bowl ever. And he had them less than 2 minutes away from winning it for the first time. Keep an eye on Joey B. He expects to bring a Super Bowl title to Cincinnati in the near future.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Here we go.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Burrow going to give this to Mick. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And good field position coming up here. The football at the 12-yard line. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple. To throw is Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Peyton Hendershot with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
So after the disappointment in the opening week loss, Charles, this looks like really a completely different football team.
They sure do, and I think they realize we can't start 0-2, and they're determined to not let it happen by the looks of things here in the early going.
Marr now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From the 6. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. He's got to clear his mind a little bit right now. 1 carry, and that carry was a lost fumble.
Clear his mind, clear his hands, and just let this one go. Sometimes it happens. You drop the ball. Got a full game ahead of him. Hand it to him again. See if they can start to produce.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Oh, he caught it. Just couldn't get the feet down. Couldn't get that toe tap sequence, right? I was ready to call him tippy toes if that one was completed.
Here we go. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Burrow to Mixon on the check down. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though. Huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off. I spy a couple of extra defensive backs on the field for Dallas.
Cowboys in the dime on 3rd. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Boyd. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
On 4th down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt.
Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. So here are the Cowboys to take over. They've got the lead as they begin this drive 1st and 10, trying to forget about that loss last week to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Prescott. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Back deep, Trent Taylor. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
Week 2 underway around the NFL, and a reminder that later tonight it'll be Chicago and Green Bay in the Packers home opener, the 101st season of that great rivalry. They had the 100th anniversary last year. And then tomorrow night a treat, a Monday night doubleheader, Tennessee and Buffalo, 7:15 Eastern, and then Minnesota and Philly kicking off a little over an hour later. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw caught by Higgins.
One, right?
3 yards remain for 2nd down.
11, Mighty, 11, Thomas.
Now it's Mixon running right. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. This is caught, it's Boyd.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now it's Burrow.
Over the middle, he finds Higgins.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
1-1, ready?
Throwing again, it's Burrow.
And that one complete once again to Higgins.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They will throw on first down with Burrow. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Hurst.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Burrow. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase.
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Bengals are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll make our score 14-7.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. And the Cowboys going to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. 4th down, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz. And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Jared Goff, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. From there, we head over to the West Coast. Check out the Niners at home at Levi Stadium. And you can see they have the lead over the visiting Seahawks. 2 touchdown passes there for Jimmy Garoppolo. Lastly, let's get you to MetLife Stadium to see what's happening with the Giants at home in East Rutherford. And it was the visiting Carolina Panthers who were victorious in that one. Baker Mayfield, 2 touchdown passes as his guys make amends for the setback in Week 1. Now time for a check of the next-gen stats in the first half for the Bengals. And they weren't able to get a whole lot done throwing the football. That'll likely be a big key if they want to turn things around in the second half. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they did not have quite the same amount of success in the passing game that their counterparts did, as you get a look at the numbers there. Both teams making their final preparations for the second half of action. So with that, let's get you back out to Arlington, where we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half.
This taken in at the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bengal offense ready to go here to start the third quarter. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
11 MT, 12. 11
Now
MT,
Burrow
hey.
on first down.
Able to find Higgins.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
On 1, ready?
Just a yard to go here on second down.
Mixing up the middle. That one a first down pickup of 8.
The question for Mixon was after an injury-riddled 2020, would he be back to his old self in 2021? And not only was he back, he was even better. He set career highs across the board and finished top 4 league-wide in yardage and touchdowns.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
11.
Mixon with a first down carry, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Come on, ready?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From midfield now, Burrow. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 4-yard line.
Hayden Hurst's only year as the unquestioned starter. He had 571 yards and 6 touchdowns for Atlanta. The Bengals, they remembered him when he was a player with the Baltimore Ravens and liked his game. So when they needed a new starter, he was their choice, and he gets him a first down here.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down.
Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
11. Ready? 11 mighty.
On second down, here's Mixon. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Here we go.
So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive.
Stop.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Here we go.
A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Here we go. Stop.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. To the right side and complete to Hurst. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal. Here's Burrow. Caught on the slant. Touchdown, Bengals. Hayden Hurst, his first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Bengals have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And we are tied at 14. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half.
After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the 3rd as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll...
And a nice spin into some open field.
Finding room at midfield.
They will finally be taken down, but how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the 3rd quarter. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL. Back now in Arlington. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. On 2nd and 9, Prescott. His throw incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteeing he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Now Prescott on 4th down.
He's got his man, Schultz, coming across the formation.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the 1st down. It's now 1st and goal.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Prescott from the gun. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. On play action, Prescott. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Logan Wilson
From his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Brandon Cooks. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Cowboys answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
Marr on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. That time, a 9-play drive, and it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
Taylor decides not to try to return it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
This goes out wide for Mixon.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Burrow will throw. He's got Higgins over the middle. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 6, and the Bengal 1st down. 12, 12, 12. 11, MT, 12, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, mighty, 11, 11, 11.
A handoff running left, Mixon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It was Dante Fowler who got in there to bring him down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
They'll be hoping to work a little clock and try to add on to this slim fourth-quarter lead. But whatever happens on this drive, certainly a huge fumble recovery by their defense at this juncture.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Prescott now. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. 3rd and 10. Expect a timeout right away if they can't stop them here.
Again, Dak going to keep it.
And he is going to lose yardage here. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Prescott to throw on 4th.
Open man Lamb. It's complete.
The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Up the middle with Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And he's got some space here.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll take this one down near the 15. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put a bow on this one. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Marr now to add the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. A 10-play drive that time.
And it ends with a Saquon Barkley touchdown run.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Well, obviously, Charles, this stage of the game, down 2 scores, they had to put the football in the air. Unfortunately, it gets picked off.
And the criticism comes easily in situations like this, but you just laid it out. Look where they are on the scoreboard. Look at where the clock is in the game. He has to take a chance here and try and get the ball downfield to his receivers. Unfortunately, it was picked off.
Barkley, inside handoff. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for Dallas, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile,